Hello, welcome to day 11. Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. Sounds like day 11 to me of my cancer journey or there. As you can tell, I requested and got a change of venue. So the very, 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 very good news was that I was discharged back to home. Um, I start outpatient tomorrow, so I go right back tomorrow. And I will be going back on a regular basis to finish my chemo and to finish all that other stuff. There were a ton of arrangements. There was a ton of chaos. The ride home was unbelievable. You spend 2 weeks in a hospital bed and you lose track of what's going on in the outside world. I don't even know if I'd be capable of driving, and probably not. So, lost in the overwhelmingly good news of being able to come home was that I couldn't have my dog here. I don't have the immune system to be around a dog, which is heartbreaking. Um, we came home. I sat in the car. My wife brought the dog out, secured the dog, and I came in. And all I did was hear her cry because all she wanted to do was jump all over me and play and love me up and be loved up by me. And it just wasn't possible. I didn't even I didn't even look back. I didn't even look at her. I just heard her crying and I just kept it moving. The greater good was getting in the house and getting situated. And I think I'm gonna have to rely on making it up to the dog later. But I could hear it in her voice. She just wanted to know what she did wrong. And she has a wonderful personality. She has a very nurse personality. She's very supportive. She was probably one of the top 5 reasons I wanted to come home, uh, just to be around the dog. And it was a last minute. Uh, it was a last minute decision from the team that I'm still not good enough. I still don't have enough white blood cells. Being around anybody is a risk. So the only person I'm around is my wife. So at least a week without the dog. And that brings me to my wife. So I get to come home into a house that I pride myself in pulling my weight and keeping clean and keeping organized. And I proceeded to do absolute bugger. I went right to the couch and stayed there and rested and slept and ate a little and basically did the same act that I do in the hospital room while my wife turned into 3 people and did laundry and cleaned up and prepped my meds and did every last thing for me that I couldn't do for myself. That's a hard one, man. That is talk about a bitter pill. That is a bitter pill. She has to work so hard and I get to watch. It's a tough one. Um, all the motivation I need to get better and to become more independent is to spare her from doing all of these things that she had to do today, particularly today, because I was coming home and because it was last minute. Um, it was particularly difficult for her. We did get to watch a little TV at the end and pretend that it was a normal Wednesday night. I know it isn't Wednesday tonight, but our normal Wednesday night that we just sit and watch TV and shoot the shit. And so that part was nice. That was the little illusion of normalcy uh, through all this other madness. So, anyway, tomorrow is the first day of follow up. Um, the good news is the chemo um, symptoms have subsided. My hearing is more intact now. I was losing the bass The nausea has passed, although my appetite is still delicate, 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 delicate. Um, they made some changes in my medication to adjust to that. So it is scary being home. It is scary. Used to being watched by everybody and everything's protected. Uh, it's a it's a cocoon, and this isn't a cocoon. This is my home, and I prefer my home to a cocoon, but that doesn't mean it isn't a little scary. But as much as the battle is to live and survive, it is also now about regaining my independence, regaining as much of my life as possible. So that's what the job is going forward. And today was good as far as balancing rest. It was good as far as staying out of my head, not getting in my way, my own way. It was nice to notify everybody and get everybody current that I was home. I feel like they I feel like the people that are my supports share in my victories. And I really do believe it's their prayers and their hopes, along with the work of the team, that got me here. And and then the battle continues. That's all. It's a day-to-day battle. Um, Today was a good day. There's going to be setback days. Tomorrow's unknown, but we're going to find out. So that's the plan. So we'll check in with day one of follow up tomorrow. So now the other interesting thing I have to see is, can I sleep through the night? For 2 weeks, I've been sleeping hospital style, which is 30 minutes here, 45 minutes here. If I'm really lucky, an hour and a half or 2 hours here. Now I'm not going to have people taking my vitals and taking my blood work all the time. Will I sleep straight through? I'm guessing I probably won't. I think this will probably be an adjustment night. But either way, it'll be restful. And the goal is to be in better shape for tomorrow than today. So that's how that's going to work. So I'm going to set to it. Of course, the other piece that I want to skip is, because of my chemo and because of the stuff that's coming out of my skin, I can't be in the same part of the house as my wife. We're living as separated, unfortunately. She set me all up down here, so I'm all ready to go, but can't sleep in the same bed, can't sleep in the same bathroom. I mean, can't sleep in the same bedroom, can't really use the same bathroom. Um, it's kind of like COVID rules when one of us had COVID before, uh, or if we were mad at each other and we were separated but in the same house. But fortunately, that is not the case. So this little separation thing is probably going to, I think these first 2 weeks, maybe a week without the dog, 2 weeks without contact with people. And as far as when this chemo ends and we can both be in the same place at the same time, which I'm really looking forward to, just holding hands. Just the simple watching TV and holding hands. It's one of those dumb, simple little pleasures. But when you don't have it, boy, do you miss it. So that's another thing to work toward. But for the present, this helps keep the fight going. So I'm going to go to bed, hope for a better day tomorrow, and that's it. Stay tuned, and I'll catch you. Reporting live from home for the first time in 2 weeks. Again, thank you for joining me on this journey. There's part of me that's doing this just for me and my own thoughts and my organizing myself. And then there's another place that really hopes that this is going to help somebody at some point down the road. Um, as I said before, if my suffering can benefit someone else, it just makes me feel better right now in the moment. So that is my sincere hope, is that this will help someone down the road. Anyway, it's bedtime. Catch you tomorrow. Peace out.